Hello, welcome to Heart Explain Therapy, and I'm going to have a rant, and I apologise, but I've done a terrible thing today. I've gone on social media for more than 30 seconds and I've come across a site called Memmo UK. Go to Memmo UK right now and have a look. That's what has been created. It's basically a service where a famous person, we're gonna really look into that word famous in a minute, where you can get your mum and dad a nice anniversary message or a birthday message, somebody that you love, from a personalised message from a celeb, right? Now, I've gone on to there, right, because I'm thinking that you shouldn't really have to pay a certain amount of money for some nobody to give your mum and dad a message. Something that's going to last for 5 minutes. It's going to be a talking point for about a week in their sad, pathetic lives, right? But this is the unconscious behaviour, the ignorance, just the stupidity of the world, and it's driving me absolutely crazy. Because you know what it is? Memmo UK today, tomorrow you are just staying under your stairs in a closet plugged into a computer, and someone's just passing through food, or even worse, when a rat comes along you just bite the head off because you can't be asked to get up and go to the fridge. This is ridiculous behaviour. I'm going to explain why. You can get a message from Bobby George for £17.50. A personal... who's Bobby George? Exactly, who's Bobby George? He was a darts player, right? A UK darts player. He wasn't even that good. He was just a kind of character, if anything. He's famous for being a character. Now, I don't even know how they can put darts players in a category calling it a sport. They stand still and throw arrows at a board. 10 years ago, they actually was recording tournaments whilst they was drinking a pint of beer in a pub, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you a few moments to let that sink in. On there's that couple with a stupid little dog. 800 quid for them off Gogglebox. Are you please? How are you paying 800 quid for somebody who has been paid for watching television? And guess what? You don't even know that's scripted. You think they sit on the sofa and watch the TV, and it's not scripted. No, they're naturally like that. They naturally come out with that and they just record it. No, they're past a script to talk about punchlines during specific episodes. It's all manufactured for your subconscious, dumb, idiotic mind. And do you know what? It's not bad for me. I couldn't give two hoots, but it's quite bad for the world, because this process going forward means that you don't even know what's real and what's not real. Let's just look at the future. Your dad Clive gets a message from the Chuckle Brothers on his birthday. When he dies, does he say to you, do you remember that time that you got the Chuckle Brothers to... No, he doesn't. He doesn't remember the Chuckle Brothers. The Chuckle Brothers memorised a script that was aimed at 5-year-olds. Their best joke that they've lived on for the last 30 years is to me, to you. To me, to you. Now, I've got a great idea. Let's say you went on there and you was going to spend 40 quid because it was going to cheer your mum up, Linda. Your mum, Linda's been down in the dumps and she wants nothing more than a message from not even Rod Stewart. They've got impersonators on there. You pick £40 worth of Rod Stewart. That's right, Rod Stewart's on there and he's going to do it. It's going to be even funnier because you couldn't afford Rod. Rod was 1,200. Whoa, I ain't spending that much on me mum, Linda. This is what you're going to do. You're going to take that 40 quid and you're not going to spend it on Rod Stewart. You're going to take it to a homeless person in the street and you're not going to record it and put it on charity, like put it on Facebook that you've done something good for charity. Look at me passing this £40. No, you're not going to record any of that. You're going to FaceTime your mum, Linda. You're going to tell her that message that you wanted Rod Stewart to tell her yourself. And if you're not quite happy that that means anything, you know what you're going to do? You're going to get a Rod Stewart wig. You're going to get the glasses. You're going to learn a Rod Stewart song. And you're going to dress up like Rod Stewart. And you're going to tell her that you was going to plan to let an impersonator say this message. But instead you've dressed up. And you gave that £40 to Cliff here. Cliff is a homeless man. He's been homeless for 10 years. Traumatic experience 10 years ago that he's never got over. Made redundant, lost his wife, doesn't speak to his children. He's on the streets now. And guess what? I don't care what he does with his £40. I'm going to give it to him. In fact, get the homeless person to send the message to your mum. To show what a great person you've become. Because you don't piss money up the wall on Memmo UK. On these losers who don't even need the cash. They can get an Iceland advertisement next week. They can get a shitty little article. They can get 17 stretch marks on their arse and claim they're doing a body positive sort of portfolio for one of those shitty little £2 magazines. Get the homeless man to say, "Happy birthday, Linda. I don't know who this lad is, but he's just come up and give me 40 quid and I'm going to go and buy loads of heroin. Linda, you don't need heroin to get you through the night, do you? But I do. Thank you. Happy birthday. Your son's really nice. Thanks a lot. Bye." That's what you're going to do. Is that a worse idea? I don't think it is. Memmo UK has to be just, please don't spend any money. If you're watching this now, you're going to go straight there and you're going to think it's an hilarious idea. It's not funny. They're not talented. And this unconscious behaviour, this ignorant waste of time that somebody is above you on a pedestal is actually the downfall of humanity. What we are witnessing within the social media platform is more and more idiots. You are actually now watching people who pretend to fall over and you're lost in thinking that it's real. You're sending laughing emojis when it's obvious to me that it's even a staged fall. I mean, at least you've been framed back in the day, or Jeremy Beadle used to have genuine pranks. It was genuine. Now it's not real. You seen that one with the Lamborghini car? Where someone's throwing litter out and someone's sweeping up and they throw it back in and they pretend to get out of the car and have a fight. It's not real. 75,000 views. Guys, wake up. And that's my interpretation of the beautiful site Memmo UK. And if this goes viral, I want to be on there. I'm going to charge £6 million for my birthday message, okay? And you know what, Memmo UK? I want a cut of the most famous person you got. Let's have a look. Oh, you don't actually have anybody famous, do you? You have a lot of losers. Yes, Emil Heskey, he's a loser. He wasn't a great centre forward for England. He went into form 6 months every 3 years. That's not somebody I want to give Gavin, my cousin, a message. There's no point to that. He wouldn't even recognise who he was. He'd be like, "How come you got Sol Campbell? You know, I'm a Spurs fan." It's like, no, that's not Sol Campbell. Anyway, see, this is what social media does. It just makes your brain turn to mush. But I'm over it, and the videos will be back to normal. I don't even know if I'm going to do videos anymore. The videos that I'm trying to get out there aren't worth the intellect that are watching them. And if you're watching this, I didn't mean to offend you personally. I'm sure you're not unconscious, ignorant. I'm sure you're not a buffoon sitting on your ass doing fuck all with your life, just watching YouTube videos. I'm sure you've got goals and aspirations. I believe that you have goals and aspirations. Why did my subscriber level go from 22 to 11 after the release of this video? Nobody knows.